There's a little trick I learned from the Rebel turner. See these big old giant cracks in here? I'm obviously not going to get the cracks out of this piece. So what I did is squirted a bunch of CA glue in there. That way if there's any fibers in there still touching, it'll glue them together and hold that crack. You don't necessarily have to fill them, which I don't like that look anyhow. But it's a great little hint, and that way you can go ahead and turn your piece and not have it blow apart, or at least help it stop from blowing apart, because I want to leave those boogers in there. It makes it look nicer. So go check out the Rebel turner. He's got some great stuff on there and some great advice from beginner to advanced. So go check him out. Failure number one on the new lathe, it won't stay on. I think the safety kill switch might have some dirt in it. There it goes. I got it sanded up to 400. The wood is a little bit damp, so I don't know how good it's going to take to finish, but it sure looks good when it first goes on. The RedBud's got some awesome colors in it. A lot of grain. Let me get a brush. Some of this is going to get cut off when I trim the top, no big deal. And if you come back and brush it lightly and slowly, it will pop most of the bubbles and get rid of the foam. Yes, works for me. This is just my first coat, so I'm being pretty generous with it and let it soak in. As much on your wood as it will take for your first coat. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Hopefully you'll be doing a touch-up sand on it anyhow. This end grain right here where the branch come out is really soaking it up. So don't be afraid to just keep giving it till it won't take no more, especially if the wood is green. That looks pretty spiffy. I'm gonna let this dry, go in and get some dinner. Ciao. let's make it pretty. Yeah, this is kind of one of them ones, either you kind of like it or you don't. I think next time I do a piece of this, I will sacrifice the size and try to make a more perfect bowl, because I really like this RedBud. And by the way, this is RedBud. But if I would have brought the bowl in a little bit more, most of this would have disappeared. I like it, but I want to try to make one that's like more perfect. We'll see how that works out. I have a built-in thing in my brain where I have trouble not wasting the wood. Kind of hard to explain. I figure if it starts large, it should stay large. I don't know where that comes from. For some reason I think it all the time. Beautiful grain on this wood though. Any I got will be turned. I don't care if it's full of ants or not. This is really going to soak in, so I'm putting it on kind of heavy. I'll wipe it down before it starts getting dry. And then we'll flip it around and take the tenon off. I had to lightly sand the outside again, so I'm going to have to recoat that. This is just shellac, by the way, because I super glued some stuff in here and then it soaked all the way through. It made like little bumps on the other side, so I had to sand them back off. So I'll be putting another coat of finish on the back side and let it dry a little while, and then I'll come back out and cut the tenon off. Looks nice though, don't it? Beautiful grain on this stuff. Just crazy. But this wood, it's hard to find a good piece because it's prone to carpenter ants. Alright, I'll turn you back on when I take the tenon off.